Well, we're joined once again, and I don't know how I got him to come on two times in 1 week. But Joey Ryan, man, you're changing on me quite a bit.
Joey Ryan, you're changing.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Now
It's a
it's a
miracle.
special. Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. It's hard tying them down, but when I do, it's always going to be worthwhile. So Oscar, I appreciate you coming on, man. It's a very it's an exciting stretch of shows that I'm going to be starting off this week, and I should have started sooner, but better late than never. But we're going to be doing a junior series, and part of it is because you got a little something coming up here pretty soon for a pretty big junior event, right?
Yeah, we got two things coming up. So Desiree and I are running the Junior Nationals in Vegas at the South Point Casino. A few weeks away, June 21st, I believe, through the 24th. I think that's what it is. And then you're flying out, and
There.
we're gonna go crush it, man. We're gonna go do our thing and try to run a beautiful event for the kids. And I've been reaching out to some sponsors, hopefully make it bigger and better. We're kind of exploiting our connections in the industry. You know what I mean?
It's time to cash it in, my man. And but
Time
it's
to
all about
cash in. Let
yeah.
these kids get rewarded a little bit.
We're gonna
I mean,
guilt them. We're gonna guilt them
guilt them.
into donating because we don't have
Absolutely.
favors very often. But when we do, it's for the kids. And we got the very first guest for the first junior that we're bringing on a part of this, and Miss Skylar Hess. So Skylar, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Good. Hi.
We appreciate you coming on. It's we've actually been setting this up since the expo, and I've been dogging it, taking so many months or weeks, however long it's been to finally get this train off the tracks and rolling. But we appreciate you coming on. How long have you been playing for, Skylar?
Well, I started playing pool when I was like 4, and then like I started playing like tournaments and like competitively when I was 9. So a long time. I'm not good with math.
How would you say you were? You were 13, right?
Yeah.
So 9 years. Oscar, how does that parallel into what you did, man?
Man. So I started playing as a toddler. According to my father, I was like a prodigy. I was able to break and run out on a bar table eight
Oh
ball
my
like when I
God,
was
here we go.
6,
Here we
and
go.
then I quit. I didn't pick it up until I was 18 again.
We need to bring Ernesto on to confirm that. Skylar, how old were you when you had your first break and run that can be verified?
Um, I think it was 9 actually.
Yeah,
It was like one of my first big tournaments.
that's awesome.
I broke and ran. Yeah.
I'm like
It was
36.
exciting.
I don't think I've ever broken and ran at 36, man. It's pretty brutal. No, we're having a good time, but there's a lot of big events coming up, and we're all excited for it. And you're one of the great players across the U.S. that's going to be joining, and I'm curious, what are you looking forward to the next couple of weeks, Skylar?
The JIC, like the Junior International Championships, that's coming up. I think it's next weekend, and then after that, the BEF. So I'm excited for that because 2 years ago, I think, or no, yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. I won the national championship, like the title for the 14 under girls, but then COVID hit, so I couldn't like hold my title. And then after that, last year I played and I took second. So hopefully this year I can take it back.
It's awesome.
Hopefully,
That's
yeah.
pretty exciting. Oscar, did you have any experience playing in the BEF at all whenever you were growing
I
up?
did for 2 years. I played once in DeKalb, Illinois, and I played another time at the University of Michigan. And a fun fact: the first time I ever played, I'd only been playing for like 3 months. I got like 9 through 12, and then when I got good, well, good, I went 2 and out. So,
That's
Wow.
brutal, man. You gotta love pool, right?
oh, you gotta love it. So yeah, you're definitely ahead of the curve. Good for you, Skylar.
Thank you.
That's pretty strong, man. To be at 13 and to have already won a 14 and under division, and to come back and after a couple years off or a year off, whatever it been. Oscar, how long has it been? Because there wasn't nothing last year, right? Or was there for BEF?
Last year, yeah, there was something last year.
Was there?
It there was. I played. So it was
Oh, so you got
2019 when I
you got
won,
second
and
last year.
then last year.
Hmm.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, we're in 2022, Mike.
Look, man, it's a little late in the evening. I'm only on my second thing of caffeine for the day, so I'm still kind of waking up. But I'm gonna get there. We're gonna get rolling. Um, no, that's pretty fantastic, man. What's it meant for you to be able to travel across the states and kind of live out your dream and play pool?
It's crazy because like it's weird because I've realized like over the years like I got kind of close with a lot of the pros and stuff, and I went out to dinner with Skylar Woodward one night, and in Vegas actually right before I won in 2019. And it was crazy to see like the difference from like being in a pool hall and everyone knowing you, or like the pool tournaments and everyone knowing you, to going out to dinner and like no one knows who you are. And it's like crazy to think because like traveling and stuff so much, like nobody really knows who I am, like actually pool wise when I'm in school and stuff. And then when I go to play pool, everybody knows me. So it's pretty cool to see like the difference. And like I have like two lives. I'd choose the pool life over that anything else, but I can't really have one. So
Oscar, you got a little bit of experience there, no?
Yeah, we do. Definitely, it's definitely different when you go to school and you have your pool friends and you have your school friends, and they both usually don't intermix. Do you see that happening as well in your life?
yeah, they don't really intermix because usually like people at my school, they don't think like pool is really a sport or anything.
Mhm.
They think it's, oh, it's just like a thing to do for fun. And I'm like, no, it's not. It really isn't. There's so much to it.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, it's so boring. And I'm like, it really isn't. Because I always watch like videos and stuff in school of like Kelly Fisher and like Christina and Fedor. And I always watch like videos in school and they're like, that's boring. You should stop watching it. I'm like, no, I can't. It's fun.
What is it about the game that you love the most, Skylar?
The competition and the pressure that gets put on you. Like, it's not even like pressure, it's like the adrenaline. Like when you're playing pool, you get like adrenaline in you to like you want to win, you want to play good. So when you like make good shots and like run out, it's like a, I don't know, it's just something there that makes the game so fun. It's like addicting. It really is.
hmm
Oscar knows what that's like a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, that's the thing. And the cool thing is, Skylar, I've always encouraged the younger generation to push yourself to a certain limit, like in terms of playing against the best competition you can at any given time. That's really the best piece of advice I can ever give you, because what's going to happen is you're going to be playing at this level and you're going to extend yourself over here and you're going to come back down just a little bit higher than what you were. And you keep doing that over and over again. And eventually you start getting more comfortable playing against a guy like Skylar Woodward or Billy Thorpe or Shane Van Boning or any of these guys that we look up to when we're playing. It's not that you lose respect. That's the wrong word. It's more that you lose the fear of playing them. And once you lose
Yeah.
that fear of like that intimidation factor, like, oh my God, I'm going to beat Kelly Fisher, or oh my God, I might beat Christina Tkach. Once that gets out of your system, it's like, hey, they're probably nervous playing me too. And that's when you start really making that turn. So like the best piece of advice I can give you is when you start playing at a higher level, lose that intimidation factor. Try to lose it as quick as you can, because the sooner you lose it, you're going to be jumping up very quickly.
Have you had that moment where you played maybe someone you considered an idol or someone you looked up to?
Um, yeah, actually at the Super Barriers Expo, on the loser side, I was like, I looked at the bracket and I was like, oh no, I have to play Jennifer Beretta. And I was like having a whole freak out like thing for a minute. I was like, I can't, like, I don't know what to do. It's like, and I was like, I didn't know. And then I was like, okay, it's okay. I can play good. I know how I play. If I just play my game and have fun and not get in my head, I should be able to do good. Um, it wasn't, I didn't have much fear in playing her, but I still wasn't very confident. And I still got 4 games on her, so I'm pretty happy with it.
And y'all were going to I think 9 out there too, right? 4 to 9. That's
Yeah.
great. Hell, I don't
Solid.
think I can get 4 to 9. You know,
It's
truth
when
be
you start
told.
getting, it's when you start losing 9-0 and you just give games away, give games away. But I mean, everyone makes mistakes. The best players in the world do. The thing is that if you just win the easy games, an older gentleman told me this. If you win the easy games, more than likely you win most of your matches. It's when you lose the easy games that you're supposed to win, that's when you lose the set. So, just keep chugging along.
What's the support been like
Yeah.
from your family, Skylar?
It's crazy, like how much my family supports me. Like it used to be everyone used to support me, but like they didn't like know if I was going to play as good as I do. So they supported me through it because like sometimes I just like I don't want to play, and then other times it's like I really want to play. And then I got to the point when I won nationals, and then ever since then I just wanted to play and play and play, and they've been extremely supportive over it. Like my grandparents, my mom, my dad, like everyone in my family loves it. When I play, like when I go to different states, because I have family all over, like I played in Illinois and had my cousins come up and they watch me. So like they all support me, even though they can't all come watch me. It's just, I love it because I didn't know I could have so much support behind something, but
Mhm.
now I do.
That's
All
awesome.
right. So, fun fact: before Oscar was late, and I got to give him a hard time for it, even though I'm forever late. But anyway, before Oscar was late, I asked Skylar. I said, "So when are you leaving for Vegas?" Skylar, why don't you tell everyone what you told me, how your trip to Vegas is going to go?
So I'm leaving actually, I'm leaving Saturday morning to go to North Carolina with some friends that we have. And then we're on the 15th, we're driving out to Vegas to play on the Junior International Championship Tour first because the plane tickets are really high.
From
So,
Wow.
from North Carolina, Oscar. How long of
Oh
a
my
drive
God.
is that? How long?
uh, 36 hours.
Oh my God. That hurts me.
Say that again. 36 hours driving in a car just to go and play pool. I'm tearing up just thinking about being cooped
It's
up in a car
amazing.
for that long.
Yeah, that's amazing. And good for you guys. And, like that passion, you can't help but support that passion. I mean, that's what it's all about. And I remember, Mike, when I told you when we were having our junior event, how bad it was financially for our business. And,
I do.
it was so much fun. You told me, when's the next time we do it? I'm like, I can't wait to do it next year. It was so much fun because you see the passion of Skylar and so many of these kids out there. It's so much fun to see it because, you were there once too. I
What's it
remember when
been like,
pool was that
Skylar,
much fun.
to see guys like Oscar, or maybe guys like Raw, who are putting forth all this effort, and the BCA, the BEF, that are doing everything for you guys to be able to go and compete regularly and make a name for yourself?
Yeah. I
Um,
mean,
I'm, Go ahead.
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Uh, um, I'm like, I'm really appreciative for like all you guys because when like we're playing in these tournaments and stuff, juniors don't like have that everywhere in the world. So like to play with other juniors in tournaments around the world, it means a lot to us because people don't look at it as like some people don't look at it as the same as others do. Like some people don't think juniors should be playing, and then others do. And the ones that support you, like Oscar and Raw, they do a lot to help us get where we need to be because they see a future in us. And honestly, the junior like generation is the future of pool. So like having people that support and like help out like a lot to get us to where we are is amazing because it's it's a lot to us because the dedication we have for the game and for the dedication you guys just put into putting these tournaments on for us is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's
I'm
pretty
very
phenomenal.
thankful.
What does that mean to you, Oscar, hearing something like that, like firsthand
Yeah.
from
I mean, it's pretty awesome. I mean, uh, I think juniors are in a position right now, at least junior pool in general in America has never had this type of opportunity for these kids to play. The GIC has been a great thing, I think, in terms of giving the kids a platform to play. Um, for me to do an annual event, it's more of a fun thing for me. Like, it doesn't really, I don't want to give myself too much credit, but I have fun doing it too. You know what I mean? It's a win-win. I have a question for you, Skylar. Now, besides your sponsors, like, who sponsors? Are you a Predator player?
Yes.
Yeah. Are there any other sponsors that you have?
Yes. I'm sponsored by Predator. I'm sponsored by, I don't know how to pronounce it, either Tome or Town.
Town, yeah.
Town.
Chalk. I'm sponsored by Jam Up and Bruising Cues and Littman Lights.
Okay, cool. Bruising Q's in
Yeah.
Virginia, right?
It's in Maryland.
Oh, it's in Maryland. Excuse me. I knew that. That's awesome.
What's it what's it like taking off a few weeks in the summer to go out to Las Vegas to go play pool? Because I've never done it before. Oscar's done it, but I'm left out of that group.
It's not my first time. It's my third time, I think. So, I think it's always fun because you get after the tournaments and stuff. Like the South Point has like a pool and like a bowling alley and a whole bunch of other stuff for the kids to enjoy. So like just being out there playing pool and then having fun with friends and going to like Fremont Street and stuff is so fun. So I'm excited because
Oh my God, I don't know. You should be going to Fremont Street.
Stay away from there. Yeah, to stay off of Fremont. No. I got young girls, Skylar. Stay away from
I know,
Fremont.
my heart just sank. Mike? Oh God, we have little girls. Anyways.
Oh my goodness.
Now the dad's coming out of us.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
So, Skylar, I have a few questions. Tough question for you. Where do you see yourself with pool? Like, is it something you want to pursue long term, or is this something that you're just having fun with and you're not worried about the future? Where do you see yourself? Do you think you want to play the WPBA one day and keep pursuing?
So I just started playing in the WPBA this year, and I've really liked it like a lot. So like at first I didn't know if I wanted to like go far with it. Like I knew I wanted to like play at a pro level and stuff, but I didn't know if I wanted to make it that far because of like school and stuff and having like jobs and stuff in the future. But now that I like know what I'm getting into, I really see me being in like playing in like the World Pool Masters and stuff when I'm older and like the US Opens and stuff. So like I'm excited. Like I want to become a pro and I want to play with like all the women and stuff and travel the world. But at first, like when I get out of like high school and stuff, I want to like worry about like college and getting a job. That way I can travel.
I would recommend the same thing. I lived the life. I lived the student life. I lived the pro player life. It's a difficult life, but it brought me to where I am now, and I feel like I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. It's given me many blessings. So it's your life. Don't ever let anyone tell you cannot follow your dreams. That is my advice to you. No matter how bad pool is, there's no money in pool. It's your life. It's your dreams. If you want to do something, don't live with regret. That's probably the only piece of advice. People might crucify me. Oh, pool's a terrible life. It's not. It's a beautiful life. And it's gotten me a lot of gifts. You do whatever makes you happy. As a parent, and I'm sure your parents will say the same thing, the only thing we want for our kids is for them to be happy. Whether they have $1 million in their bank account or $1 in their bank account, as long as they wake up every day happy, that's all we can ask for.
Yeah,
so
we sound like
follow your dreams.
We sound like a bunch of dads for sure, because I'm gonna agree with Oscar. You know, there's nothing more satisfying out of life than seeing your kids go and be happy and chase their dreams and whatever that may be in life. You know, you may go and change tomorrow and evolve, because we're still evolving creatures, right? And whatever it is, don't let anyone tell you can't go and get it. You go and put forth a great effort, and you can do anything that you want to go and do. So Take that from a couple of old guys over here on the other side of
Yeah,
the screen.
no
But
kidding.
let's circle back to Vegas and everything coming up. So the JIC is coming up ahead of the BEF event. I'm curious, what's your experience been like playing Ross Tour? And I want to ask you, do you have any rivals on the tour?
Oh gosh. Oh, okay. Um, so
That's a yes.
the
That's definitely a yes.
so the first year I played in the JIC. At first, I wasn't placed in really high. I kept going 2 and out, but that's when I was like just starting out. And then I started practicing more and more. And then towards the end, I won one tour of the 13 and
Nice.
under. Um, I won one, and then I took second in the 18 under bracket. I kept taking, but the rest of the JICs, like last year, I kept taking second, 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 third, third, second, second. So it really frustrated me. And then this year, I decided to make a goal to win at least 5 tournaments.
So
That
wow.
way, so I've won. The first stop was in Roanoke, Virginia, and I took second to my rival Sophia Mast. Me and her go back and forth all the time, and then which it's not just me; it's Savannah Easton too. Me and Savannah don't have like a rival, but I'm like a Sophia to Savannah because I I know that I could like beat Sophia because me and her play like the same and stuff, but I'm just not confident and stuff, so it was really hard for me. And it's like the same with me and Savannah, but flipped the other way. Like I know Savannah can beat me, but she's like starting out, so like sometimes she's like I can see like how she's like kind of shaky and stuff. Like not actually shaky, but I see like she's starting out, and so for the first few tournaments, it's like a first few tournaments in the JIC. But she's gotten a lot better. So like it's I can see my like two rivals are probably Sophia and Savannah, and then sometimes Noelle Tate because sometimes she plays really good, but then also sometimes like she's still young, so she's like worried about other stuff too. But that was the first one I took second, and
That's
then the
awesome.
second stop I went to, I played in Florida, I think it was, and I beat Sophia in the 13 and under, and then so it was 1-1, and then she didn't go to the next stop in South Carolina, but I did, um, and I won that one. And then she beat me at the last stop in Arizona. So we're 2-2 right now. So I'm already meeting my goals because I won more tournaments this year than I did last year in the JIC. So I'm happy.
And you're only 6 months in, so there's a long way to go still for the season. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty fantastic. I love hearing anyone with goals because I still, at my old age, and Oscar's the same way, we always have goals, whether it's daily or weekly or yearly. So it's fantastic to go and set them, more importantly, to go and achieve them. And actually, I think we're going to have Savannah on, and I'm working on getting Sophia on as well. So I'm going to ask them the same question, and they'll probably bring you up as well. I'm curious, what are you looking forward to most for the BEF Nationals coming up in a couple of weeks after the JIC?
The most thing that I'm looking forward to is just playing in the bracket. Because I wanna try to win the 14 and under again, so I have two titles instead of just one. And then I'm also looking forward to trying to win the 18 and under bracket for the girls, because I want to be able to go to Worlds in Puerto Rico. So that's my goal, is to get it to Worlds. I went last year to Austria, and it was really fun. It was a really great experience. So I was playing side by side with like the Euro Tour for the Predator, and it was an eye opener. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little shaky,
Elaborate on that, Skylar. How was it eye opening for you? What experience did you go and gain from that?
It's crazy. It was so much different from like being at a pool hall, because like they put like all the lights, and then they got the scoreboards like with all the names, and you got like personal referees to like wrap the balls and call fouls on you and stuff, and then playing next to like Eclant and like Fedor and like all of them, it just made like a huge difference, because the demeanor from them to like juniors is like not the same, but the people that are coming up, like me and Sophia and Savannah and all the boys, um, we're starting to get that like pro demeanor in us. So like playing next to them made you want to act more professional, which was definitely eye opener, because then now when I go to tournaments, I'm like, okay, what would how would the professionals act? How would they like react on playing here? They're not going to change from one tournament to another. So I that definitely opened my eyes with stuff, because I look at things a lot different now, with like just like confidence and how I come approach the table and stuff like that.
Oscar, where was your first overseas experience at, man?
The Philippines. First time I
Wow.
ever left the country was the Philippines.
Hey,
So
jump
I'll
on
give
in.
you a very cool story. I from Los Angeles to Manila is a 16-hour flight nonstop, and got off the plane. And my dad says, "You want to go to the hotel?" We check in, and as you want to rest, it was like 4 in the afternoon. I'm like, "No, let's go to the pool hall." I'm in the Philippines, right? And on the first table, we got Lee Van Corteza gambling with Bustamante. On the next table, you got Dennis Orculo playing a 20-year-old Carlo Beato. And you got uh, a guy named Jundel Malzone. Obviously, you heard of him. He was a monster player playing Jake. And you got 12 tables in this place, and every single table has a world-class player. And every single one's playing for, X amount of dollars. And my jaw dropped. I'm like, I am in the presence of greatness. This is unbelievable. So that was my first international experience. I remember saving up all my money for about a year because I knew I was going, and I left broke. But best experience of my pool career. That was so much fun. Um, I don't suggest it to anybody to gamble over there, because you got no chance of winning. But anyways, it was quite an eye-opening experience. Like you say, Skylar, the American culture compared to the European culture, compared to the Asian culture, it's like different worlds. So the European's very stoic, very, very serious, especially like the German and the Polish and the Austrian mentality. Very, very boom, 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 boom. Then you go to the Asians, and they're so relaxed. They,
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's having a cigarette. Everyone smokes over there. It's very culturally acceptable to smoke. So you just go into a smoky pool room, and everyone's just gambling. It's the Asian culture. And then we got the Americans, and we're just not disciplined, and we're not, we're more laid back about it. We don't take it as seriously. So I think my suggestion to you is pick a little bit of everything. So when you go to Europe, pick up the discipline that they take to the sport. When you go to Asia, take the heart and the fight that they use in the sport. They have a lot of heart when they play. They're down 8-0, and they're just sitting down, relaxing, like they're at home on watching TV. They have not a care in the world, and they just come back. And you see the difference in cultures, and you see the approaches to the game and how they take it. So you can learn from everybody. So that's like a good piece of advice. Just be aware of that whenever you do travel, because you are going to be traveling a lot. The sport's going to give you a lot of opportunities.
If you had to go and compare your game to one player today, Skylar, who would it be?
In like what way? Like play
Just this,
wise or like
yeah,
fundamentals?
uh, both. Maybe from a fundamental standpoint, and maybe just maybe pattern play.
Um, probably probably Christina. I definitely watch her and Kelly the most.
Mhm.
I look at Kelly with her like pattern play and what she does. And then with Christina, I like her fundamentals. Like she's like very robotic. Like,
She is.
her fundamentals are always the same. Like, she holds back on her backstroke and then follows through and stays down every single shot. Same thing with like Fedor. So like, I love watching those two play with their fundamentals, and then position play and stuff. I like to watch Kelly Fisher because I watched her at the last like few tournaments I've been at for like the women's event because she's won and stuff. So
She's winning everything. Everything she's in,
Yeah,
women's wise, she's doing great.
she's been doing really good.
Now, is there
Well, we
one
appreciate
place?
you coming on.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
Mike.
No,
No, I was
go
going to
ahead.
ask Skylar if there's one place that you want to visit, or
Great
one
question.
tournament that you want to play really bad.
I'm not sure actually.
Yeah.
I did really want to play in the Germany Open that's coming up for the women's. And then I definitely want to play in like the World Couple Pool one day. And the World Pool Masters. There's all big events, so I have to like get better first, but those are definitely like a few tournaments that I definitely want to play in. And then I also want to play, like, my goal is to get into the like Atlantic Cup Challenge for the like juniors. Yeah.
Very cool.
What is that? That's the like Moscone equivalent for juniors.
Yes.
That'd be a great experience. Oscar, did you ever play in that?
No, they didn't have that until I was way older. Dude, I'm older than you.
You think you're only like a year older than me. So if you're old, what does that make me, man? That's what I want to know.
You're close.
Don't answer that, Oscar. I want to get out of here on this note. Oscar, what can we expect from the BEF championships coming up, June 22nd to the 21st, in a couple of weeks?
I mean, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. Desiree's I'll be referee. I'll be doing everything there. I think it's going to be nice to have someone like Desiree and myself there. I guess directing it and running the event, because we have the experience. We've ran a lot of big events. We've ran the Brendan Crockett and all that stuff, and we know what we're getting ourselves into. We've been there before. The logistics behind events, it can be a little overwhelming. Also for the parents too, because the parents, they want to see their kid on the TV table. They want to know what time they play at. Does my daughter have time for lunch? There's a lot of logistics going on. A lot of parents are very concerned. I know. I'm praying now.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that even like people are going to ask, can you call me when my daughter's up to play or when my son's going to play? I already know that's happening. So it's going to be fun.
The BEF, last time I went, they had like scheduled matches.
Yeah, we're going to do
which
scheduled
helped
matches.
a lot.
Yeah, we're scheduling.
So it tells you exactly what time.
Once we have the final players list, we're scheduling everything. You'll know what time you play if you win or lose. Winner side, loser side, doesn't matter. So it's going to be nice and organized. Digital Pool's helping us out as well. So you get text message alerts when you did the registration. You put, I guess, the parent or the player, they put whoever's cell phone was a primary contact, and you'll get a text message on when you play, what table, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, we're excited. I'm excited. Skylar's excited. She'll be heading out there in a couple of days. Skylar, we wish you all the safe travels in the world, getting out to Las Vegas. And
Thank you.
Yeah, please be careful.
We appreciate you coming on as well, Skylar.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. We'll see you soon, everyone, and thanks a lot for tuning in.